Hey heroes, Cap here, and today I want to break down all the projects that we got from San Diego Comic-Con coming from Marvel, with wrapping up Phase 4 all the way to beginning and ending of Phase 6. Now, there's a lot to go over, there's a lot to cover, so I'm going to be talking about it, showing it off, and giving you dates on when to expect everything and what it could mean for the grand scheme of the MCU. If you're going to enjoy the video, be sure to smash the thumbs up and hit the subscribe as we roll into that intro. Now, starting off, the first thing I would like to announce is that San Diego Comic-Con has called this the Multiverse Saga. The previous phases 1 through 3 we know as the Infinity Saga. We now have the Multiverse Saga. We're almost through Phase 4 at this point. They've given us a title for it, as we could have easily guessed that that's what it was going to be. But our next show that we'll be dropping is I Am Groot on August 10th. It's going to be 5 shorts, all released at the same time. This seems more whimsical than anything, not really canon to the MCU, nothing big, nothing dropping that's going to really surprise us or anything. More so just a fun little short on a character that we all have come to love and enjoy. Now the next one is She-Hulk. We got the new trailer dropped. She'll be coming to Disney Plus on August 17th. And it looks like there's a lot of cameos. We got a little bit of teaser with Daredevil in his red and yellow suit, which looks amazing. I'm very excited to see it, what it looks like. We've got Bruce, we've got the DODC possibly, her representing the Abomination, as well as Wong making an appearance. Lots of cameos. This is going to be a 9-episode run. It'll be very exciting to see what it means. And to wrap up Phase 4, why not wrap it up massive with Black Panther Wakanda Forever? We got our first trailer for it, what it can mean and what it drops in. I'll be going into this trailer in a later video, but even just talk about it now, I have goosebumps. I've looked at it, watched it, I've translated some of the Wakanda language that is in it, and this is going to be a deep movie that's going to leave a lot of us feel good but also speechless. But November 11th cannot get here soon enough, as that will be the wrap up of Phase 4, and it's going to leave us with our jaws on the ground, guaranteed. And with the end of Phase 4, it brings us into Phase 5, and what better way to bring us into Phase 5 than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, dropping February 17th, 2023. We got our first looks at Cassie Lang, who Catherine Newton is going to be playing her, as well as our first looks at King in his comic accurate suit from the first artwork that was revealed. And of course, the trailer was shown only to those at Comic-Con, unfortunately. So we'll have to wait to see this trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Hopefully at D23 they start just showing everything off, whereas Comic-Con was like a teaser just for those that were able to make it. But the next thing that's coming from Phase 5 would be the What If Season 2. Now, it just says early 2023. However, they said that Ant-Man is the start of Phase 5. So maybe the week after Ant-Man, we get What If Season 2. I was thinking January, as I said, early. But maybe that's just me being impatient. And it looks like Season 3 of What If is also a really good chance to happen. And I kind of like this way to explore other multiverse, other things that's happening, as we are in the Multiverse Saga right now. What better way to explore all the different what if scenarios that we have? Now, next up, one that we've all excited for is Secret Invasion, coming spring 2023, as this brings in quite a few people. We've got Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson making his return. We've got Talos, we've got Maria Hill, and we've got additional cast. We've got Emilia Clarke in there, which it'll be interesting to see what this all means, what it all sets up for, and is this the start of the Kree invasion that's coming to the MCU? And how will it set up the Marvels? Because I think there's a tie-in here. I think Secret Invasion and Miss Marvel are kind of prequels to the Marvels, whenever that drops later on in that year. Now we also have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 on May 5th, and it looks like this is the final installment for the Guardians. James Gunn has said that some stories just have an ending, and this seems to be the ending for the Guardians. Now, he did say that they aren't going to all die. However, there are going to be deaths. I'm thinking someone big. I think Star-Lord. I think we could see Star-Lord. I think we could see Drax at the same time, as Batista doesn't seem to be coming back to the MCU, or doesn't seem to be kind of renegotiating his contracts. But we also get our first looks at Adam Warlock is going to be debuted during this. Will Poulter was at Comic-Con, and he got quite the reaction from the audience that was there. I'm very excited to see him in his role of Adam Warlock, what he brings to it, and even in just the name, like the color of the logo of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, all that gold, it definitely shows that the gold people are going to be involved and that Adam Warlock is going to play a big role in this movie. Now, coming in the summer of 23, we have 2 shows, actually. We've got Loki Season 2, which is in productions right now. What we don't know a whole lot about Loki Season 2, so it'll be interesting to see what they bring and what more they unravel with the multiverse, Kang, and everything else that could be potential to the future of the MCU. As well as we have Echo coming summer of 2023, which is amazing because Kingpin and Daredevil are both likely to show up at some point during this. Daredevil, Charlie Cox, it looks like you're about to be busy as you're making cameos all over the place. Not as much as Wong, though. Wong, I think, appears in just about every single show or movie that we've gotten, and I love it. Wong has become the new Stan Lee, and I'm perfectly okay with this. But it'll be interesting to see what kind of story Echo tells, and we also got, we'll talk about it later, but the Daredevil series that will be coming in later as well. Next up, our next movie of 2023, The Marvels, July 28th. Supposedly this is a musical of some sort. I don't know how I feel about this. I put my faith into Marvel and Kevin Feige and to know what they're doing, so I reluctantly put my faith in on this one, but it'll be interesting to see what it's like. We've got Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and Monica all teaming up again. Black Bolt is in it as well, and we could get a differentiation between mutant and inhuman, especially after Namor is being introduced in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and he's technically the first Marvel mutant ever, even before the X-Men and Professor X and Wolverine and everyone. In the comics, Namor is the first, so this could be when we start to see the differentiation between mutant and inhuman. And speaking of mutants, X-Men 97 is coming to you fall 2023, where it is going to pick up exactly where the original left off. So if you haven't seen the original, warning, it does not stand the test of time. It's a bit cheesy and corny, and it's good for nostalgia for those that grew up with it, like myself. It's good to go back and just relive that feeling, that Saturday morning feeling where you wake up early, get to watch your cartoons, have your cereal. So it picks up exactly where it's left off, so it's not the X-Men we know, but it looks like it's going to be an amazing series with Magneto kind of taking the lead of the X-Men themselves, and also the fall of 2023. After we get introduced to her in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Ironheart will get her own series where we get to learn more about this character and Riri Williams as a whole, and to see what her role will be in the MCU, as we kind of need a superhero in iron armor as Iron Man is no longer in the MCU. Now we also got a very exciting date, November 3rd, for Blade, as Mahershala Ali will be playing Blade, and I'm so excited to see this movie, to have Blade in the MCU, maybe even bring in Moon Knight. Oh, make this the start of Midnight Suns. Please make this the start of Midnight Suns. Let's just start making all these groups of heroes. Midnight Suns, Young Avengers, New Avengers, West Coast Avengers, Champions. We've got Miss Marvel, Take Her to the Moon. Like, just give all these different groups. Like, it'll be amazing. We also got Agatha, Coven of Chaos, coming winter of 2023, formerly known as the House of Harkness. So an interesting name change here, and it could be that type of direction they want to go with it after they've signed Elizabeth Olsen to more movies. We obviously have Wanda still somewhere out there, maybe, and this could be how they introduce Wiccan, one of her 2 children. Now this brings us to 2024, where at some point during this year, there's no set date for this series, but we do have Spider-Man Freshman Year, a animated series that will come out. Not a whole lot of information on it. We don't even know when. It just is the year 2024 at some point. However, the spring of 2024, we do know that Daredevil Born Again will be dropping. This brings back Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio for Kingpin, and Daredevil, an 18 episode series. This is absolutely amazing. I'm glad they get a full 18 episodes to explore Daredevil and being born again, I guess. We could get ties to Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones. We have 18 episodes here, people. There's enough time to get all of them in there. Please, please, Marvel. And hopefully a better unified group of the Defenders by the end of this. Like I said, I love all the groups. I love all the different groups like Young Avengers, the Defenders now. Please give me all of them. And then May 3rd will drop, and Captain America New World Order will be hitting the theaters. Our first looks at Sam Wilson as he fully takes the mantle of Captain America in that new suit. He has the shield, and what it could mean for the future of Captain America as well as New World Order. Usually deals with Hydra. Are they still around? Do they try to take over? Now, speaking of all the bad guys, we've got July 26th, the Thunderbolts dropping. I'm so excited they're still going through with this. It'll be exciting to see the team up of the villains to bring all these, the greatest people together, but to put them towards a good cause, similar to the DC Suicide Squad. I like it. I'm a fan of the Thunderbolts. And the big one, we've got Fantastic Four dropping on November 8th. Expect more information on this from D23 on September 10th when that drops, and Disney, Marvel really show off what they have planned for the future of pretty much everything. We'll probably get the cast and the director then as well. And our very first looks at the next two Avengers movies, which we haven't gotten an Avengers movie since Endgame. And now we've got the Kang Dynasty dropping May 2nd, 2025. And on November 7th, 2025, we've got Avengers Secret Wars. We all knew this was what it was gearing up for, what it will lead to. And we have the official dates for when those movies will drop, bar anything happening. Hopefully we don't have to push it back to 2026, because I don't want to have to wait 4 years for these movies. I think 3 years is long enough to wait. But I'm very excited. This is the Fantastic Four seems to be the start of Phase 6, what it could mean. It doesn't look like Phase 6 is the end of the MCU by any means at all. This is the kind of content and shows and movies that they keep putting out. So I'm very excited to see what the future holds. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite showing was during Comic-Con. What project are you most excited for, and what project do you think should be moved up or something else? I mean, we know that Armor Wars is still in the works. However, it wasn't really showcased during that. We do have 8 projects in Phase 6 that weren't shown during Comic-Con. Maybe at D23, maybe one of those is Armor Wars. Maybe one of those is Wanda's own solo movie. Only time will tell. As always, heroes, stay amazing. And until the next one, bye-bye.